The Lordsworn Greatsword is literally right next to where you meet Melina. A weapon from so early on won't be able to carry you through the entire game, right?
Trevor Miller. And that ball is absolutely hammered. 10-2.
I'm fully aware the stamp upward cut Ash of War can be applied to a multitude of weapons. However, having it right out of the gate made for the funniest playthrough ever. Sending shard bearers like Renala and Melania straight up in the air will never get old. The upward cut also leaves your foes in perfect range to get clipped by a follow-up charged heavy, which may even lead to a poise break. For the early game, I highly recommend that you use the Carian Filigree Crest to conserve your FP, and then switch to the Shard of Alexander late game when you can spare a blue flask or two, or invest some points in mind. The only downside to this Ash of War is the change I personally had to make in my playstyle. While this moment gives you a massive amount of poise, it leaves you open to getting hit. It's very out of character for me, but I had to run something called a medium load with all that armor I was wearing. Apparently this is a similar loadout to light load, except with nerfed roll distance and stamina regen. I know this is how the vast majority of people play the game, but not using a light load for the first time in months felt so weird. While you can tank more damage and have the same exact amount of iframes, I really was missing getting that stamina back quickly, and that little bit of extra roll distance. So, multiple greatswords possess the ability to use this Ash of War. What makes the Lordsworn Greatsword so special? That would be the usually unnoticed stat, the critical multiplier. All the other greatswords, and most of the other weapons outside of daggers, have a base crit multiplier of 100. The Lordsworn Greatsword is an outlier here, possessing a crit multiplier of 110. So if you're a poise break and backstab fanatic like I am, slap on some good armor, lots of strength and vigor, and send Renala straight to the moon, baby!